Your number 88.1 FM presents Sports Wrap, a complete package of sports updates from top flight leagues across the world and the NPFL like never before. Sports Wrap, Mondays through Fridays from 5 to 5:15 p.m. on Smash 88.1 FM. Sports Wrap, everything sports from across the world. Everything sports from across the world.
Sports Wrap.
While the D Tigers of Nigeria are back in the AfroBasket final for the fourth consecutive year, the Super Falcons of Nigeria have also been punching beyond their weight, and it's in the biggest showpiece of world football, the 9th edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup, currently going on in New Zealand and Australia. And as I would like to say, I and many other Nigerians are eagerly anticipating what comes next for the Falcons in their blockbuster clash against England on August 7. Finally, the Nigerian teams are bringing joy to the hearts of many. So it's at this point that I welcome you to Sports Wrap on Smash 88.1 FM. It's the ultimate edition of the week, and I am Jeremy Festus, bringing you the action across Nigeria, Africa, and all of Europe.
Sports Wrap.
First off, the Nigerian female football team have departed their hotel where they were during the group games at their 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. The Randy Waldrum-led side have now lodged in Brisbane ahead of their crucial round of 16 encounter with the Three Lionesses of England. The second round cracker between the Super Falcons and the Three Lionesses of England will take place on Monday, August 7 at the Lang Park in Brisbane. Well, we saw the Nigerian side at the World Cup in the group stages. They shocked many of us. Right now, they'll be playing against a side currently ranked 4th in the world. It's the England national team. We saw what they did in their last game against China. 6-1, and it was Lauren James leading the charge. Can the Super Falcons defense live up to the expectations against a side firing on all cylinders? Well, we'll find out, and we'll see if the Super Falcons of Nigeria can actually give it another real shot at getting into the quarterfinals of the World Cup for the first time since 1999.
Sports Wrap.
In basketball, champions, the Tigers of Nigeria outclassed hosts Rwanda 79-48 in the semi-finals of the ongoing 2023 FIBA Women's AfroBasket in Kigali, Rwanda, to book a place in the final for the 4th consecutive year. The win on Thursday means the D Tigers of Nigeria have now extended their unbeaten run to 23 games and are on the verge of winning a 4th consecutive AfroBasket title. The last time Nigeria lost a game in the women's AfroBasket was in 2015 against Cameroon in the semi-finals of that particular tournament. New head coach Rena Wakama maintained the starting 5 that managed to beat Mozambique 59-52 in the quarterfinals to set up a last 4 showdown with the host, whom they had defeated in their previous 2 meetings in 2009 and 2011. For the D Tigers of Nigeria, they are currently trying to ensure that Nigeria isn't sad. We know that with the Super Falcons currently bringing joy to our heart, the D Tigers knew right from the onset that they couldn't do anything less than at least getting to the finals of a tournament where they've won or dominated 5 times. And you'll talk about the last 3 already being won by the side. But then, who's going to stop the D Tigers? Senegal has won it 11 times, and that's the side they are going to be playing against. Can the D Tigers pull through? Well, let's hope they would.
Sports Wrap.
The 2023 Nigerian Professional Football League season will be played in a full format. The agreement was reached during a meeting between the NPL board and club owners in Abuja on Thursday night. Recall that an abridged format was adopted for the 2022-2023 season. The new campaign is expected to kick off on Saturday, August 26, 2023. The draw ceremony and the annual general meeting would also be held on August 17. And I would also like to remind you that Eyimba are the current champions of the NPFL. We saw 2 seasons ago where we saw the full format being played, and we saw Rivers United doing the job. But this time around, in the abridged format, it was Eyimba winning it, and it wasn't just them winning it. It was Eyimba securing their 9th NPFL title. They are the most decorated side in Nigeria's Professional Football League or Premier Football League. Trust me, there's no side more capable than Eyimba in terms of the continental glory and in terms of the league's glory.
Don't move a muscle. Sports Wrap will be right back.
Hey, we're social. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Smash881FM.
At Smash881FM.
Follow.
Sports Wrap.
peradventure you are just tuning into your listening device, I would like you to know that you are still listening to Sports Rap on Smash 88.1 FM, and I am Jeremy Festus, keeping you in the know. Gambo Mohammed has been appointed as an assistant coach with the Nigeria Professional Football League side Kano Pillars. Mohammed will serve as a direct assistant to the newly appointed head coach Abdullahi Makaiba. Well, when you look at Gambo Mohammed, he was a former player of Kano Pillars. He was among the side that won the 2013 and 2014 title with Kano Pillars. But this time around, he has returned to join the coaching crew of Kano Pillars. He's going to be the assistant coach. You say for Kano Pillars, they are giving the man his flowers. He has shone during his time as a player, and right now they want to see if he can actually shine again as a coach.
Sports Rap.
Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan have announced the signing of 3 new players ahead of the new season. For Gbenga Ogubote, you can tell that this season is going to be a super serious season, because trust me, you can't overlook the traumas of last season, because for Shooting Stars last season, they thought, okay, Gbenga Ogubote coming into the side was going to replicate the success he achieved there with Remo Stars in his last stint with Remo Stars. But then we couldn't see him replicate the 3rd place finish with Remo Stars, and instead Shooting Stars didn't really do so well. But this time around in the transfer market, they are beginning to show that they mean a lot of business. And looking at that which they've done, they just signed Michael Eneruna, a winger. And you say that the player is from Warri Wolves. He also previously played for Rivers United and Bendel Insurance, and he seems like a player who has experience within the league, player that basically know the in and out of the league. Aside from Moses, they also signed young midfielder Ambrose Ogudaunsola, who arrived from an amateur club, that's Adamimogo FC of Akure. And you say this is another player who has a very bright future. He's very young, he's not the oldest of legs, but then he has just signed a 2-year contract and he's got a lot of quality. I know that a lot of teams in the NPFL were actually gunning for this player, but not many could get him. Shooting Stars have won the race, and it's about time we see if they can actually shoot high up to the stars. But just before I go off this particular club, I will tell you that Shooting Stars also hooked Daddy Abdurrahman from El Kanemi Warriors on a 2-year contract. Shooting Stars are really shooting beyond their limits right now. And for the Oluyole Warriors, they also announced that promising goalkeeper Babatunde Gbolan has been promoted to the main team from their B team. So it's a lot of progress for Shooting Stars right now. Can they achieve what they want to achieve next season? Can they win the NPFL next season? Shooting Stars a team to consider for next season's title? Well, we never can tell. We'll find out. And we hope that the NPFL next season is even going to be better than the last season.
Sports Rap.
In case you are just joining, probably for the first time on a day like this, I would like you to know that you are still listening to Sports Rap on Smash 88.1 FM. And I am Jeremy Festus. Let's carry on. Moving to the final segment of the show, in the transfer market, I can confirm to you that Chuba Akpom has debunked claims he is keen to leave Championship club Middlesbrough. Akpom has 1 year left on his contract with Michael Carrick's side. The 27-year-old caught the eye last season after emerging top scorer in the Championship with 26 goals. The Nigerian-born forward also won the Player of the Year award. Akpom said he is happy at the T side and will be willing to sign a new contract.
Sports Rap.
Still in the transfer market, I can tell you that Chelsea have confirmed the signing of France international defender Axel Disasi, who has joined the side from Monaco on a 6-year contract for 45 million euros. The 25-year-old Disasi offers defensive cover at Stamford Bridge after Wesley Fofana sustained a serious injury. Talking about Wesley Fofana, that's a player that Chelsea splashed £70 million to acquire from Leicester City last season. He played in all 38 of Monaco's Ligue 1 games last season. Talking about Disasi, Disasi has played 4 times for France, including featuring as a substitute in the 2022 World Cup final defeat against Argentina, and he made 129 appearances for Monaco after joining from Stade de Reims in August 2020. The central defender becomes Chelsea's 6th summer signing following the acquisitions of Christopher Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson, Leslie Ugochukwu, Angelo Gabriel, and Diego Moreira. As new manager, Mauricio Pochettino continues to put his stamp on the squad.
Hello, my name is Godwin Inakena. I am a sports journalist with a difference. Join us on Smash 88.1 FM
On Global Sports Update,
8:15 p.m. weekdays
8:15 p.m. weekdays.
as I bring you the best of information, news and entertainment, and of course, exclusive interviews that money cannot buy. The best of sport on radio, only on Smash 88.1 FM. Don't miss it. God bless Nigeria.
Sports Wrap.
Manchester City's manager Pep Guardiola has confirmed defender Josko Guardiola is having a medical and should complete his move from RB Leipzig in the next couple of hours. City have agreed a £77 million fee for the 22-year-old Croatia international. Guardiola also discussed the uncertain futures of Kyle Walker and Bernardo Silva. Bayern Munich are said to be keen to sign the 33-year-old England defender Walker, whilst 28-year-old Portugal winger Bernardo Silva has attracted huge interest from Saudi Arabia in addition to long-time admirers Barcelona. Well, so far this summer we have seen City likely the least busiest team in the transfer market. They brought in Mateo Kovacic and a few young legs, but at the same time, when you talk about the marquee signings, not many have been brought into the side. Yes, Joao Cancelo just recently returned to the squad, but then does he have a future with City? That's a big question many are currently asking. Even Cancelo, I'm sure, will be asking himself that particular question. But when you look at a player like Josko Guardiola, his career had gone up ever since the last World Cup, which was staged in Qatar in 2022, where we saw Argentina come out victorious. Guardiola raised his game at the World Cup, gained attention during the World Cup, and remained a very, very, very important player for RB Leipzig. And right now, he's one of the most sought-after defenders in the world. Remember that peradventure, if Guardiola's deal goes through and City secure the player, it still wouldn't eclipse the amount Manchester United paid for Harry Maguire. Simply means that Harry Maguire would remain as the most expensive player in the world, regardless of Guardiola's move happening for City or not.
Sports Wrap.
And lastly, on Sports Wrap on Smash 88.1 FM, I would like to tell you that still in the transfer market, La Liga club Barcelona have been linked with a move for Manchester City defender Joao Cancelo this current summer transfer window. Many teams are currently coming for the player. He's surely quality, one of the best players in his position. He has shown himself to be, in fact, not just double functional, I think he's shown himself to be the ultimate utility player. Play him at right back, he will function. Play him at left back, he will function. Play him at the right wing, he will function. Play him at left wing, he will function. Play him in the midfield, it's going to function. He's got the quality, he's got the charisma, he's got the character to do well in that particular position. Is Joao Cancelo going to be an addition to Barcelona? Definitely, yes, because there's every probability that Barcelona want to play Jules Koundé in his natural position of central defense this season. So Joao Cancelo leaving Manchester City to Barcelona, is that going to be a plus in terms of the career achievements? Definitely no. In the past couple of years, yes, Barcelona had been the biggest side. They are still one of the biggest sides all of football. But then, when you talk about the team who is currently being talked about right now is City, and City have been going from strength to strength since Pep Guardiola took the reins, and even before that they had been in the conversation. So but with Pep Guardiola taking the reins, City became a very, very big side, a dominant side, and last season we saw them win the treble, where Joao Cancelo could not win it because he was playing for Bayern Munich at the other side after leaving the side in January on loan. But right now he's back with City. I would clearly want to advise Joao Cancelo, if I could, that he should just stay with City, because moving to Barcelona right now is looking more like a no-brainer. And that's a wrap on Sports Wrap on Smash 88.1 FM. I am Jeremy Festus. Hopefully you have enjoyed yourself. See you on the other side. See you tomorrow.